Hello once more, everybody. Welcome to yet another Cubeworld video. So I've leveled up since exploring that very temple, and I have managed to add some skills to my hang gliding. So I can now use the hang gliding skill. Before I left the last town, I bought a hang glider. So where is it? There we are. So there's my hang glider, and with it I can hang glide. Shockingly enough, so I've never tried this in game. So we'll see how well this goes. Okay, so there's your controls. So it's a special item. So there we go. Sweet. So when you're flying, you press space to maintain level. And I'm out of... Oh dear. Okay, so when you run out of stamina, you fall. Useful to know. So let's see. So I'm going to be heading back towards town so you can see one of the cities in the game. So I need to head... Okay, that way. So I'm going to assume hand gliders work best as high as you can go. Okay, so no stamina, falling to doom. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's not attack those guys. So let's see how high we can get here. I think it's probably the best place to... There we go, it's almost perfect. So... need to head northeast. So that direction. So... here we go. Okay, holding down space maintains that level for a while. Tapping spacebar seems to be the best way of getting distance. See if I can land on a tree. No, I'm out of stamina again. I'm going to go in for a proper landing this time. Okay, that didn't go so great. We'll keep trying till we get one. As it's linked to stamina, it's probably best to wait until your stamina is full before trying anything. Let's see if I can make it. Yeah! So as you can see, my stamina is refilling. Awesome, so we'll continue on. Ooh. Okay, so hitting anything that's not a flat surface doesn't seem to work while you are gliding. At least while you're flying, while you're gliding. Okay, so my lack of stamina is an issue, but I believe you can add to that through your skills. Ow. At least you don't lose any life for flying into things. Useful. His climbing skill is probably one of my favourite skills in the game. It makes it very, very interesting. Let's try and get up one of these trees. That's probably the easiest one. Oh dear. I'm close enough. We'll ignore the tree. We'll pretend the tree never happened. Okay, so pressing G toggles the hand loader on and off. So, yeah, there we go. I think that's an easier way of doing things. Yeah, try not to toggle it off while you jump. That's a very silly thing to do. Ow. Getting stuck in trees and leaves of trees are bad, but usually if you can get stuck in something, you can get out of it. Unless it's a cave with no way out. Which I have heard has happened to some people, so some of the procedural generation isn't amazing yet. That's a big, big ball. We'll not go near those. So that's another type of the boss that wanders around. You've seen ogres, and that's I think they're death balls or something. Skull balls. That sounds about right. Big run up. Go. And here is the town. Or at least part of the town. The towns are pretty large. And most of them have a lot of farms on the outskirts. Which is really, really useful. Because every farm has a crop, as you'd expect. And whatever is grown, you can kind of grab for nothing. So these are pumpkins, so we just run around and pick them all up, which is useful for making health potions and foods and things. Pineapples are useful. They only give about 100 health, but it's very, very useful. You can make lots of them. So here is the city. It's divided into districts. So you've got the pet district where there's pet people wandering around, and we'll look at that in the next video. Crafting district where you can make things. The adventurer district where there's just adventure-y stuff, and the trade district where obviously you can buy and sell things. You can wander around most of the buildings. Most of the time. So yeah, you can wander around any house that you feel like as a terrier. So you could have them as a pet, providing you've got the right food. So this is a jungle place. The city is jungle-esque. This we can buy and sell. Every shop sells different things, and obviously all the numbers relate. A lot of things are class only, as you can see. And they all have the power rating, so if it's not within your power rating, you cannot use it. Obviously, it's always best to have the best items you can have. So as I'm not sure which one of these is better, we'll keep them both for now. Yeah, so we'll sell that one. Always worth checking the numbers. So we'll sell everything and just keep these bits and bobs. Nothing worth really buying. A lot of the stuff is out of my level range, as you can see. So not much we can do. Yes, the item shop sells general items, bombs which I haven't used yet. Recipes for making things. Weapon shops shockingly sell weapons. Armor shops sell, clothing and armor. It's well worth checking out the item shops for better lights. The one I now have is considerably better. So here's the crafting district. So this is where we can use wood. I didn't want to run my pet. There we go. So if you have wood that you've picked up, you can make wooden cubes by clicking that button. But I don't have any, so I can't. So I can craft new weapons as long as I've got the raw materials. So have a look what we got. So that looks pretty good. So we'll craft them. Make sure you got all the bits. And done. And I now have that weapon. Okay. So there we go. We are now using said weapon. It always puts it in the left weapon hand for some reason. Let's move it back to the right. Spinning wheel for making clothing. Oh, sorry, the loom for making clothing. The spinning wheel is for using fibre threads, plant fibres to make the threads for the clothing. So what we got? So at least you can always compare what you've got equipped with what you can make. So we've gone up in health, as everything has HP amount that it adds, and then you've got the defense, etc. So yeah, that's not the way to go about hand loading inside a city. As long as your map is zoomed in enough, you can see where all the bits are in the top right corner. Anvil for making swordy weapons. Unfortunately, because of my class, I can't make any. But the customization bench is incredibly useful. So you can add cubes to your weapon, and they're added in real time. So wherever you put them, that's where they will be on your weapon, and they obviously add to the quality of the weapon itself. So I'm gonna stick this down here. There we go. And stick some wooden blocks around it as well, just to make it look that little bit more pretty. Yeah, I like that. Add some more bits. As we've got a few left, we might as well some extra bits around. There we go. I'll do. As far as I'm aware, you can't add new cubes to the edges. You can only add to what's already there. At the moment, you can't take bits off, so fire spirit, etc. on this, you can't remove. One day you might be able to, but right now in this alpha, you can't. And then we run over to, say, over here where you can shoot stuff. And once I get my weapon out, so it hits a lot harder, and you can see the little blue bits and other bits that I've added. So it's a good way of customizing your weapons so they look how you want them to look. Okay, so the next video will be about pets. As they're a little bit more interesting to find. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and feel free to share and buy the game. I highly recommend it, especially for the money. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.